Most agents will tell you which community is hot this month. I'm going to tell you where the entire city is shifting over the next 15 years and where Dubai Hills actually sits in that picture. I've built over 109 bathrooms, 37 kitchens across 11 different projects. That's 15 apartments and 18 houses. I read the city in the developer's mind, and it's completely different to the way an agent does. By the end of this, you'll know where the real money in Dubai Hills has moved to and where most people are still getting it wrong. Dubai is not being built randomly, it's being built to a plan. In 2021, the government launched the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan, a 20-year blueprint on how the city's going to grow. And if you're buying a property here, this is the single most important document you'll probably never read. The headlines are simple: a population target of around 5.8 million by 2040. 5 main urban centres reshaped or built up. Green spaces and beaches are being massively expanded. This is a 20-minute city idea where most of your daily needs sit within 20 minutes walk or bike from your home. A serious upgrade to public transport, including the Blue Metro line and the Golden line. That is the city you are buying into over the next 15 years. So the real question is not which villa looks nice today. It's where your community sits inside that plan. The thing is, Dubai Hills is not one of the 5 urban centres. The 2040 plan concentrates heavily on places like Deira and Bur Dubai for the historic core, Downtown and Business Bay for the financial centre, Dubai Marina and JBR for tourism, Expo and Dubai South for the logistics, and Silicon Oasis for their knowledge sector. Those are the engines that have to grow. The thing is, Dubai Hills is not one of the 5 urban centres. The 2040 plan concentrating heavily on places like Deira and Bur Dubai for the historic core, Downtown and Business Bay for the financial centre, Dubai Marina and JBR for tourism, Expo and Dubai South for logistics, and Silicon Oasis for the knowledge sector. Those are the engines that have to grow. Dubai Hills is not on that list. And that's a strength, not a weakness. So as a developer, I see something more specific. Dubai Hills is already a complete residential community right next to the financial heart of the city. It's not asking to be the next big thing. It does not have to be built up from the desert again. What's happening around it with the new metro lines, the green corridors, and the expansive road network, all of this will lift the value of the community without the disruption of being one of the centres being torn up and rebuilt. You get the upside of being adjacent to the action without paying the costs. That's the developer's read on the positioning. It's the equivalent of buying a house on a street where the council's upgrading the roads, the parks, and the schools. The work's being done for you. So the next question is, how finished is finished? Because there's a huge difference on being handed over and complete. But Dubai Hills is genuinely complete. The infrastructure is in. The mall is open and busy. The championship golf course is fully operational. The schools are running. The parks are mature. The trees are tall. The community functions. Walk through it now and it feels like home and not new. Okay, so there are a few places still going up. There's the final apartment blocks, which should be handed over in the next 1 to 2 years. There's a few custom built villas that are still getting developed, but they're very close to be finishing off now. So once these bits are being completed, that is the final bits of the puzzle. Nothing else is to be built, and it will be a complete master plan. That matters because it changes what you're actually buying. In a half-built community, you're still buying promise. In a complete community, you're buying a product you can stand in, walk through, and use today. The risk profile is different. The buyers are different. The way the value moves from here is different. If the community is complete and the master plan wave is largely banked, why are people still buying in big numbers here? It's not for the speculation. The early stage of money has been made. People who think they're getting in early in Dubai Hills today are not. The moment was several years ago. People buy in Dubai Hills now for 3 things: community, location, and the fact it actually works. The schools are real and they're not promised. The mall is real and not coming. The neighbours are already there. The kids' bus routes are established. The Friday brunch spots are open. That establishment, I can actually move there next week and my life works. is what you're actually paying for. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of the buyers are not investors. They're families. They want a finished place to live in with schools and a lifestyle around them. Dubai Hills delivers that almost better than any villa community in the city and is generally worth the price. So if you're buying here to make money, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, there are probably better options to go for, but you are buying into a complete community, which is definitely worth its value in its own right. The thing is, most agents won't really talk to you about this just because they don't have the credibility and they've never done it before. But the money today is in renovations. And the way to make money in Dubai Hills is to renovate. It's a mature community with competitive prices. Most villas in each cluster are solidified prices. Each cluster, there's the same house type. They've got the same spec of kitchen, same flooring, same bathroom. It's just the same era. You really need to make these properties stand out just to be different to the others. And the buyers will pay more for that. So done properly with the right finishes, you probably comfortably can add 10 to 20%. But you really do need to look at the location of the property and look at the ceiling price for the actual plot. So if it's a back-to-back plot or a park backing plot, you might not tend to spend as much on the renovation as you would if it was a park or greenbelt backing plot. So I'm working on a property at the moment and he's invested 1.5 million dirhams to renovate the property and it's looking amazing. But if you're an end user, you have to figure out, do you have the capital to be able to do the renovation? And where are you going to live for the maybe 6 to 12 months while the renovation's being done? Like, fair enough, outside work can be done while you're living in the property, but the internal work, you want it to be done as fast as possible. And I do not recommend living into the property once the work's been done, just because of the dust and the mess. And you'd have to rent somewhere separately at the same time. And this is where my developer's background can actually change the advice. Anyone can list a villa. Almost no agent in Dubai Hills has installed 37 kitchens, like 109 bathrooms, and actually built a property themselves. And what I've learned is there's a right and a wrong way to do a renovation. And a few tips and guidance along the way can really save a lot of money for you. So if it's to do with the kitchen layout or the bathroom style, like say you extended, the BUA is one thing, but how much of that space is actually usable? Can you reconfigure the plan to optimize the space to give you a better layout, whether that's in the bedrooms, storage, the kitchen area, just the layout of the kitchen? There's so many things you can do to really optimize the space. And moving on into the garden, is the layout where the pool is that in the best place? So it's really important to look at it and check over and get a good eye on it, because this is the place where you're actually going to make your money. If the renovation's not right and the space isn't usable, there's a lot of dead space in the area, you just won't achieve it. And if it's worth doing the job once and getting it right, otherwise it can cost and be expensive for you. So that's where Dubai Hills upside has moved, from the community doing the work to now the villa doing the work for you. This has moved from the cycle to the build. So here's the honest summary, if there's nothing else to be taken from this video. Dubai is being shaped by a plan. The big new energy is concentrated in 5 urban centres, none of which are Dubai Hills. Dubai Hills is complete. It's a finished community sitting right next to the financial heart of the city, riding the lift of the upgrades that's been happening around it. Most buyers here today are not spectators. They're families, and they're paying for the fact that the community already works. The early stage of the money has been made. The renovation money is wide open, and that's where someone with a developer's eye can actually earn their keep. If you're buying in Dubai Hills today, the question is not when, is how. So that's where Dubai Hills sits in the Dubai 2040 plan, and where the upside has moved. The next question is how to actually buy it. Off plan in the final phases, off-plan resale from somebody else, or buy a ready villa and renovate it. Three completely different routes, three completely different buyers. And the wrong one can cost you millions of dirhams. That is the next video. And this is the one where my developer's background actually changes the advice. If you're working with an agent already that you trust, stay with them. But if you're not, or want a second view from somebody who's actually built homes, these are my details below. If you found this useful, save it. Send it to anyone who's looking in Dubai Hills, and let me know in the comments where you think the next opportunity in Dubai actually sits. I do read them all. Thank you.